Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 3, the ultimate driving simulator. And this is what we're going to be doing tonight, guys. I spent a lot of time prior to this episode starting trying to figure out exactly what it is we're going to be doing after we get done with the fifth challenge that we've been working on here. And so let me kind of run these by you while I'm figuring it out in my head. We could do the Myrrh challenge because, you know, Myrrh's always a pretty cool thing, but usually always better as long as you have some frankincense to go along with it. Hey, herb joke. Alright, see you later. We're not going to do that one at all right now. Another thing that we could do is the Stars and Stripes challenge, which I very nearly called that Stars and Tripes, which tripe is so disgusting. I've had it one time, and I ain't never doing that again. Just heed my words, don't waste your time on it, you would not be pleased. The reason why I want to do this is because at this current moment, we do have enough money that we could go out and buy ourselves a Corvette Z06, which is just a beautiful vehicle. Oh my god, I love that thing. Especially in just all black. Just, oh man, they're sexy. And we'd be able to probably pretty efficiently deal with that Cup challenge. But not only that, I believe that that particular car would be more than adequate enough to take on this. The Trial Mountain 2-hour endurance, because despite what the picture in the back there suggests, this is actually the only other endurance race in the game that involves letting you use a normal car only type of scenario. So I think it would do really well in there. But we'll see. So the other option that I'm thinking of, and I might end up going with this one because I think it presents more options right away for us to do, is I think once we're done, we might head over to the license center and work on getting that rally license done. Because, dude, rally races are so much fun. I love them so much. They're so cool. I mean, am I great at them? No, not necessarily, but God, they're so much fun. And so once we get done getting that, we have enough money that we should be able to get, you know, buy a new car, preferably, probably I would say like an Evo 7 GSR, and have that thing rally ready enough, at least, to be able to knock out some of these rally events. Because with these, if you finish one of the rally challenges all the way through, they just basically give you a rally car, which, I mean, can be great for, you know, really helping pile up some money in the bank account, or you can just use them. So that's always a good thing too. And these races are fun too, especially these ones at the end. I think these are so cool. The super special Route 5 wet editions they're great. You just take a rally car out and ride on the Route 5 track just in the rain. It's awesome. I love it. Not only that, but if we do get an Evo, there is the Evo challenge, which we can go right on ahead and do because our car will be more than adequate enough to take care of it. So I'm thinking that's going to be the way that we go. It gives us, I think, the most options right away to handle, and it'll be cool. I do love myself a good old-fashioned Evo. It was they're really fun cars. I like them. I actually at one point in my life had considered getting one, but out of my price range, so I just decided not to do it. But hey, here we go. Let's knock this last guy out here, and if you guys do not mind, I need to get some frustration out, so if it's okay with you, even though I'm not really consulting you, I'm just going to do it anyways, I'm going to go on a short little rant about how incredibly displeased I am with my wireless carrier as of today, even though it's been building up much longer than that. And let's not get this twisted. I'm not gonna go right out ahead and say, oh my god, I think T-Mobile's the worst carrier in the world, because they're not. Like, I'll say like 98.6% of the time, I love them. I've really had a great time with them so far. Like, you know, their service quality, I believe, has been, you know, vastly superior to my time with Sprint / Nextel, since they were, you know, the same at one point. And I think that their pricing is fair for their, you know, for their plans, and their customer service is great. You know, when it comes down to it, and I, you know, have to contact somebody, I can, you know, jump into the app and I can engage in a text conversation with, you know, so-and-so person from God knows where in the United States or you know, outlying areas, and we can hash it out and get it good to go in no time. I've done that probably 3 or 4 times as it is, and and it's been a very positive experience every time. However, my one gripe with them, and it only arises in two different scenarios, is, oh boy, it only arises in two scenarios, and one of them isn't really a big deal because it doesn't happen enough, but my service quality in two particular areas really pisses me off. I understand one of them though, so it doesn't really anger me anywhere near the extent as the other one. So when I'm out at my friend Matt's house, you know, I get you know, moderately bad to virtually no service at his house, but I understand that because he lives out in the fucking Toolies, so it makes sense. You know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, out in the forest, there's not going to be a lot of places to get great service unless your name is AT&T, because AT&T gets full bars out there. I get usually digital roam to 1 at best. But the one that really pisses me off is right here in my own home. In my own home, I get like 1 bar to nothing, but it doesn't make any sense because I live right in a residential neighborhood, like virtually right in the heart of town. And so I don't understand why my service quality is so bad here. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, okay, here's 2 examples. I was on the phone with my girlfriend a couple different times today. And here's the problem. Like, I'm here in my office, you know, just, you know, talking to her while she's at work on her lunch break. And over the course of this phone call, I probably had to, you know, get up and kind of switch the position that I was either sitting or standing in this tiny room. Like, you guys have seen this room. It is not a big room. I had to get up and just kind of shift positions that I was sitting or standing in probably close to 30 times during the course of that call, because if I sat in one place for too long, the reception would start cutting out and I'd have to move. And like, keep in mind, the only time that I ever can get anything done is if I have Wi-Fi on. Like my service bars are so low all the time that if I don't have Wi-Fi on, I virtually can't do anything. It's so annoying. But I was you know, in this call with her, and I had to switch positions just all these different times, and eventually the call just failed, and I couldn't call her back because it would like go straight to her voicemail like every time. Like it was almost like rejecting the call, almost. Like it was enough that the call would go through, but then it would almost like die in the middle of it somehow. It was so weird. And so with that, it just became an annoyance, and so I called her later on in the evening, and we were talking some more. And keep in mind, it's like this, like that service problem is like this in every room in the house. Like it doesn't matter where I am, it is the same problem everywhere. And so I was in my bedroom this time, and we were talking some more, and it reached this point again where like it started cutting out, and I could hear her say, "Hey, are you still there? Like you're breaking up really bad." And as soon as that started happening, I was like kind of fidgeting around, like moving to different spots in my room. I was like, "Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Are you still there?" And she's like, "I can kind of hear you, but you're breaking up really bad." And so, like, I'm not kidding when I say this. This is what I have to do in order to keep calls alive when this situation strikes. It is so annoying. It's kind of funny if you're an outsider that, like, if you were to walk into my house and didn't know the situation and had to watch this sequence of things happen in order for me to keep a call alive when it's on, like, its waning moments of dying. It's actually really funny and completely ridiculous, but this is seriously what I had to do. I had to run out of my room full bore, go straight down the hallway into the garage, pop the garage door open, and I had to, like, basically start jetting towards the door, all the while saying, "Can you still hear me? Are you still there? Like, am I coming in clear yet?" And I'm like, basically just darting through here just as quickly as I can. I basically have to like slide on the garage floor, like kind of sort of under the door, because this door takes so ungodly long to you know, to get open. Okay. And ooh, not bad. Not bad. Could have gotten a silver on that. I think if I actually did that cleaner, I could have easily got the gold, obviously. But yeah, so I had to like slide under the door when it was like a third of the way up, and I seriously had to just like run full speed down my driveway out into the middle of the street just in order to keep the call alive. Like, I've had to do that way more times than I would ever like to have to admit that I've had to do. And it's so ridiculous that I have to do that. It's so stupid. And not only did it not work, but the call failed before I even got to the garage, and I didn't even know it. Because in just like in the situation of like all that sound that was going on, I didn't even hear the call failed, beep beep beep, you freaking suck, try again later type of thing. I didn't even hear that go off, and so I basically exerted all that additional energy for absolutely nothing. It's so dumb, and it happens so much. Like, at that point, I just hit like a boiling point, and I was like, damn it, I hate you so much right now. I hope that you burn in the fiery reaches of hell for all eternity. And not to my girlfriend, hell no. I mean this completely on the hands of T-Mobile for that moment. And like the part that sucks is like this same thing happened at the last place that I lived. And it was like one of the very few things that I was super excited for when I moved over to this house. Is the last house that I lived in Kaiser, that entire the entire neighborhood that I lived in, just that entire area was just another complete and total like demonic dead zone. I don't know what demons have anything to do with my cell phone service, but I'm calling it as I see it. And it just, like, anywhere in that area, regardless of what phone carrier you had at my old house, nobody was getting service. Not a soul. Like, even people that had AT&T didn't get very good service in that house. And so, like, when I moved, I was like, all right, finally, I'm gonna be, in a different area. I'm gonna have good service all the time, and it's gonna be great. Only to find out that it's literally pretty much either the exact same or slightly worse. And like, but at least I get service in my house in all the rooms. It's just not great. At my old house, there was only one part of the entire house that I could get service in at all. And it was upstairs in like the room above the garage, not the garage. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. And so I'd have to go up there into, this auxiliary game room, and I'd have to go all the way up against the window, and I'd have to, like, be on my knees with my head basically up against the window. Like, that was the only part of the entire house that I could get service in. And it was just the most ridiculous thing. With this house, it's just like this weird, like, just swirling vacuum of just, like, anti-cellular energy. I don't even know what the hell it is. It's insanity. Because once you get, like, not even that far away from my house, just like down, like if you go like 2 houses down the road, like the cell service is, it starts improving. It's so stupid. I can't put my finger on it at all as to why it's like that, but it just is. It is something else. P.S. I really, really like this particular rally car. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It could be just the, kind of like the vinyls and the color scheme to it, but I really like it. It's kind of a cool little one. It's a nifty. I mean, it's basically that it's the same Celica that we were just driving, but in rally car form, I like it way more. It's just, I don't know, they're super cool looking that way. So yeah, dude, that's my gripe. And again, like 98% of the time, it's great. I love it. Like when I'm pretty much anywhere else, my cell service is awesome. The only other thing that I've noticed at times to happen, like when I'm out and about in certain areas, is like if I have to like put somebody on hold, not like using like, like the actual, like hitting like mute or anything else of that nature. Like if I'm on the phone with somebody and I tell them, hey, can you hold on just a minute? Like let me finish up something really quick. Like if I'm at work and I'm, I have to ring up like a customer or something. I noticed this the other day. I'll put somebody, like I'll be talking to somebody and I'll like put the phone down for a moment to go and do my own thing. If I leave that thing unattended for longer than like 30 seconds, it's almost like the phone just knows that I'm not there, and it just hangs up automatically. I don't know why it does it. It doesn't make any sense at all. It is so weird. And like that doesn't have anything to do with T-Mobile service, I'm almost positive. But, I mean, it's a brand new phone. It shouldn't be doing that either. And it really has only done that just a few times. It's so strange. There's just a lot of things. Like, technology is such a weird thing altogether. This race is chaos, man. The Tahiti maze is something something wild. That is not what I meant to do at all. This is a weird one. This Lancia car is also very, it's so like angular, you know? Like the body style of this car is so weird. It's just like, it's so sharp. And I feel like for not particularly the right reasons either. It's just, it's so bizarre looking. It feels like it totally belongs in the mid-80s. Like, I feel like this body style for this car absolutely belongs in that time period, and not so much anywhere else. Oh boy. That was actually a pretty good turn, I must say. Hey, alright, why not? I'll take all bronzes, man. For the people out there that love to farm golds, more power to you. My heart and my mind are with you on that one, but it ain't for me. I can tell you that right now. You couldn't catch me doing that ever. If I get a gold in the process, super cool. I'll probably do like a fist pump in the air and make weird techno noises, but that's about really where that stops. Like I know if you get all golds and all these things, like you get special cars as prizes, and that's really awesome and whatnot. But other than that, it's like totally not worth it to me. Okay, that's not gonna do it. I love this car, dude. I love it. I love that for this rally car they do like a blue and kind of like highlighter yellow. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great like complement color scheme to use. Not to mention, I just think that Subaru Imprezas are pretty damn awesome. I mean, you guys already know that. If you watch my Gran Turismo 2 series, you know that I have an undying love for that car. It was actually I believe it was it may have been the first car that I bought in that game, and then I used it like right away in an endurance race. And so I love those cars. They're great. And they do very, very well. And now, time for this. Oh boy. Go figure they would make you do the longest track in the world, at least from a rally standpoint, for your final challenge. But hey, that's what basically all the S challenge things are. It's just one lap on a full track. So, let's see what we can do. Because if we could, you know, end this on a high note, I would be a very happy person that is gonna, you know, sleep out in the wilderness in a very small tent at the at the mercy of surrounding wildlife and whatnot. Also known by the masses as campers. But you know, whoever calls them that, I feel like the other one really rolls off the tongue way better, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. I would much rather not slam into the walls if that is okay with you. Oh boy. There we go. See, that's why I love these rally races, man. Just like watching your car just slide around these turns and go into the wall and ruin your challenge is so much fun. I love it. You can in some situations just throw caution into the wind and just go for it. You know? Like that is what I love about it. But you still I mean, there's definitely still a lot of skill in it. I mean, you can't just go barreling around these turns all the time. There's got to be, you know, some method to the madness. We've got to be able to do this fast enough, though. I mean, that's literally the exact same thing I just did. Gosh damn it. Ugh. I gotta get my dirt legs, you know. I don't know if that's like a derogatory term out there. If it is, I've never heard it. But I was using that to equate it to sea legs. Got to get our dirt legs here because I haven't done these in a long time, and obviously it most certainly shows. Okay, let's do this turn and let's do it right, so that we're not, you know, losing our ass all over the place. There we go. See, that was what I wanted. Yeah, the only other part that I'm really worried about here is just that last kind of weird corkscrewy section. That's the only other part that really, you know, kind of takes my sweatpants and twists them up at the crotch. That's the only other spot that I really, truly harbor any doubt with, and the camera was not helping me there at all, and this thing's ruined. Great! Cool! Boy, wasn't that nice for the camera to ruin that for me. God. It was like trying to race through the eyes of Castlevania 64. and just the unbelievable terror that that thing is on your eyes. We'll get it, though. We'll get it. Hopefully within the next, like, you know, couple of minutes or so. That would be, I think, ideal in this situation. I'm kind of going a little bit more quiet here because I'm trying to focus now. I feel like I've kind of talked myself out of it a little bit. Just from being a little bit casual. God, I love that turn so much. Imagine going 78 miles an hour through just like a dirt trail and getting to do that. God, I think it'd be so much fun. Knowing that the car's not just gonna, like, flip over or anything. I think it'd be great. Okay, here we go. This is where we're gonna make up the bulk of this here. I don't think there's a chance in hell that we get this thing in a minute and 58.7. There's no way. I don't even know if I've even gotten the silver on this challenge before. I think I've... Oh, come on! God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, man. It'd be so nice if that wasn't a problem we'd have to deal with all the time. I mean, it's the same rules apply in every other thing, so I get it. But, God, why do you have to do that? Why? Why do you have to do 180s in the damn dirt? You don't do it the majority of the other times. Why all of a sudden is that just like the way that things are going to work now? Watch, this will be the one that we actually like get through it, but we'll not do it fast enough, and then we'll have to do it again anyways. Okay, here we go. This is the turn that's kind of an asshole sometimes. There we go. See, how hard was that? Now, this area. Yeah, give me the pork fat right here, baby. Oh, yeah. God, that turn is so awesome. I will say that virtually every time through there. Yeah, I kind of had to slam on the brakes there. I took that way too sharp. There we go. Okay, I almost did it twice. I almost went a little too aggressively through there 2 times in a row. So, not falling for it again. No way. Also got to make sure that I kind of tone it down going into this turn, because Daddy went way too hard through that one. There we go. There it is. That's what I was looking for. There we go. See? Things can work out. No, don't go too far. Don't go too far! God, why? Why do you have to do that? That's so stupid. Holy mother of burnt popcorn from hell. Just like, don't do it. I even, like, specifically tried to overcorrect the other, you know, I even tried to, like, stop the damn car so that I could just, you know, get the thing going the other direction. And it just, like, wouldn't even do it. It's like, no, I have to do this for the greater good of failure. Alright. God, I'm, like, starting to sweat now. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Why would I ever be able to get through an episode in this room without sweating? Oh, yeah. There's the goods. No matter what happens, I will always be happy going through that section. There we go. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Also, not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. God, and we were almost out of that section, too. Like, all we needed to do was get through that turn and we would have been fine. But no, 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 no. The game became self-aware. It, like, Skynetted its way into my life and ruined it for me. I don't even know if that even makes any sense, but if it does, to anybody out there, yeah, I'm with you. Or you're with me now on that one. Okay, right here. Let's do the damn thing. Don't lose your damn crap, okay? Keep your crap in your ass and we'll address it later. Oh, I was afraid that thing was gonna fail me. I was so paranoid of that. Yeah, man, I don't know how people can get the gold on this. Like, I don't know exactly how much... I mean, I know you can go through those turns during the race a lot better, but man, it seems kind of crazy. But you know what? I don't care. We got through it. We have the license. This episode went on way longer than I wanted, particularly, but we got it done. That's all that matters to me. I was basically going to do it no matter what, just to make sure that we got this damn license exam. So, yeah! Alright, we've got it. It is in our possession, even though it does not have our name on it. It's just a vague license with an R on it, and I guess that's all you need these days. So, my friends, we can stop here. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, we are 16.4% done. And with that, we're going to go out and buy a car, and we're going to start doing some rally races, just because they're fun. And I might have a little bit better fortune doing those. We'll see. So until then, my friends, this has been your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, tap the like button. It helps me out immeasurably. And if you are interested in seeing more of these videos in the future, do subscribe. I'm going to post them as often as I can, since I have some other projects that are just about finished. So I'll be able to have more time to work on these. Yeah! So you guys take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.